What's up, gang? So here we are at Nightmare Zone. Quick little Nightmare Zone guide for the boys, the homies. So the first thing you want to do, make sure you got some coins in this coffer. It's going to take 26k every time you enter this place, so just put a bit in there. Just make it easy for every time. You're going to talk to this guy. You're going to set up a rumble under customizable hard. So just remember that, customizable and hard. Then every time you can press the fourth option from then on to just repeat the previous selection. So after you pay that guy, from rewards points, you'll get overloads and absorptions, which are all you need. You can see I already have some in my inventory. I already have some of these tanks. You're going to get, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 full overloads to like 16 doses. And then the rest, just type in like 1,000 absorptions. It'll fill up as many doses as that is. And if you're out of any, you need some more in those tanks, just go over to this rewards shop. Go ahead and grab a bunch of those. And they will fill up in those little kegs over there for you to be able to use. If it's your first time going in there, just bring like regular like superset strength potions and prayer potions, honestly, because if you don't have absorption, you're gonna need prayer potions. But what absorptions do is when you drink a whole bunch of those, you can store up to like 1,000 points of them. And that makes it so instead of doing damage, whatever the damage would have been done, say the thing was going to hit a 20 on you, it will just take away 20 of the absorption points that you stored up by drinking them. So here are the settings for the monsters we're going to do. I got to turn off Barrel Chest. It's a new guy. I think I turn off Black Knight Titan too because I don't fucking need it. Because our Warlord, Tree Spirit, King Rolled, the Kindle, me, Count Draenor, Trap Soul, Sand Snake. Pretty easy. Just like a few bosses that just hit like melee and don't do any weird special attacks. You need at least 5, so that's just a good set of them. Immediately when I get in here, 5 full potions worth of absorptions will put you at 1,000 points of absorption. That's how much damage you will take without any damage going across your hit points. Drink an overload before you use this locator orb that I brought with me. You could also use a rock cake, but locator orb's better. Do this first because if you do it the other way around, it could kill you to take the overload. So take the overload and then take your HP down to 1. This is necessary even if you aren't using day rocks. It's just obviously with day rocks you want 1 HP for other reasons. But I also brought a spec weapon with me because there's occasionally you get a power surge bonus in here where you can just do specs for like a full minute straight. But I started off with my specs, switch, and there's a trick to while you're doing this to keep your you can see how your hit points is starting to regenerate. And if you want to reset that, you would just go to your prayer menu and click on the rapid heal and then unclick it, and it'll reset that little red meter going around the outside circle of that. And you'll see every time they hit red zeros, that would have been whatever damage they would have done. So since my hit points is only at 1, they can only do 1 damage. So the absorption points are going down really slowly because of this. This is why you keep your hit points at 1. So if your hit points are, say, 50, then if they would have hit like a 10 or something, you're going to lose 10 points of absorption, so you won't be here as long. So you see how I just reset that meter there? So a few other things of note here. After a few minutes, you can see the meter in the top left there for the overload potion. You will end up having to take another dose once that goes back up. And then after you take another dose, just make sure your hit points are back down to 1 again and keep that going. Another thing of note, if you forget to use the rapid heal to reset the regen timer for the hit points, you can always just click the locator orb again to do like 1 more point of damage, take you back down to 1. I think, so with this video, I'm going a little bit long enough so you can see a bit of like the special attack options that pop up here every now and then. Also, here's an example of me using the locator orb instead of the rapid heal regen to take me back down to 1 HP. And you'll see it just said a power up has spawned Ultimate Force. This is a garbage one. This just kills everything in the room, so you don't get XP for it, so it's really pointless. The ones you want are the Power Surge, which is the yellow one that gives you a bunch of special attacks. There's a Zapper, which like does a bunch of damage to things around you, but it's good for getting points up, which is your goal currently. And it's not as pointless as just the Ultimate Force, which is, I don't really understand the need for that. And then the other one being recurrent damage, which just means like, you know, say I hit a 64, it would hit another percentage of that damage to the creature as well. My strength XP per hour rate's pretty low right now because I was standing still a lot since before I came back in here, so it's counting that in the time, but you'll see as it increases throughout this. And below that though, you will see the points that I've gained so far. 14,941. Now it's gone up a bit every time you kill a monster, and it shows me what my points per hour rate is currently at the rate I'm going, which is roughly 280,000 points per hour, which is a pretty good rate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait here till I at least get another type of, power up option, so you can see what that looks like. And I'll sit here, I'll flick some chivalry every now and then or piety rather, to see if I can get a good hit. And I'll also keep this running long enough to show what it looks like when you have to resip and overload. Wow, another ultimate force. That's so nice. Thanks, JX. I love it. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you so much. Bro, you guys are so good. That's such a useful power-up. It doesn't let you customize like which power-ups it will give you. And I guess to an extent I understand. Might be a little bit too OP. If you just select to only get the power surge, which is the optimal one, obviously. We'll reset my rapid heal. If you do have full set of day rocks, it's pretty good strength XP to bring that here. But otherwise, just grab whatever weapon and shit you want. You can bring a Vinny bow in here too. It does pretty fucking good. Although I don't think you have enough Venator shards, specifically softasfkiron, who I'm making this video for. But if you are not an Iron Man, you can just buy it. Or if you're an Iron Man with better RNG, I mean, we're talking about a guy here who took 1,000 KC at Royal Titans to get both prayers. I don't even think he has a pet yet. I mean, that's rough. That's so fucked. So you see I had to take another sip of my overload. I made sure not to accidentally do the comm orb before that, or the locator orb, because if you do them out of order, it will just kill you. You'll leave here 26k down, and you'll have to get your pots back in, repay for another mission into here, and set back up. I reset my rapid heal again. Now we're just chilling. We're just chilling, waiting to see if we get like a power surge or something. So I can show you what that looks like in real time. Maybe I'll see if I can get a really good max hit with chivalry, or piety rather. What the fuck? Chivalry is dead. It's all about the piety. Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna switch to my claw. My spec weapon. It could just be like DDS or whatever the hell you got. I'm going to use my specs that I already had before I click on that. Then it'll reset it to 100, and it will keep going right back to 100 every time I use it. So to try to not lose any ticks here, I will, instead of just waiting to retaliate automatically, I will try to switch between these when I get each kill, or I'll try to specifically focus on ones that don't already have reduced HP, because I'm trying to get the most experience once I can out of it. I'm going to even put a piety on to increase that rate. This is probably where you'll see my XP rate per hour climb a little bit back to a more reasonable rate. Really, realistically, with the day rocks and shit, I'm going to get like 130k XP per hour in here, which means I will have 99 strength in like an hour. We're chilling. And it has ended. I'll finish my last one. Switch back. Turn the piety back off. And yeah, thanks. I hope this was helpful.